Hello and welcome back to Racers Now. The jump season is officially underway and we're looking ante-post at a few Cheltenham Festival races this week. The Champion Chase over 2 miles is what we're going to be looking at in this video. First things first, the winner of the last 2 renewals of the Champion Chase is out for the season with injury. That's Energumane. He is out, won't be running. But who'd have thought it? Willie Mullins has an able replacement in El Fabiolo, a novice winner last year at the festival, and he is now 11 to 10. I'll just get the market up on screen there. So yeah, Energumane out, substitution, El Fabiolo in. It'd have probably been targeted at it anyway, to be fair, this El Fabiolo, but yeah, he's already 11 to 10, 6 to 1 the second favourite, and 16 to 1 the field thereafter has the look of an anti-post market that is a pretty much closed and shut case at worst, or at best a 2-horse race, potentially between El Fabiolo and John Bon, who finished in that order at the Cheltenham Festival last season when they were novice chasers. But I do think there is a fair bit of movement in this market as we look at it in the coming months. I think we might well report back to this screenshot. There's just got to be some movement in there. I mean, away from the top two, there's got to be some contenders that are going to come out of the woodwork and shorten up in price. Surely you would have to think. I mean, this El Fabiolo was clearly pretty good last season, unbeaten in 4 starts, 3 of them at Grade 1, posting better ratings, form figures in each start as he went on. He saw off John Bon, who is second favourite here by over 5 lengths in the Arkle last season. But what else has he had to beat really other than John Bon? I mean, I think you'd be mad to be back in El Fabiolo at 11 to 10 now. 5 months out, I think that would be pretty mad. There's no way I would be back in that, no way at all. But to be fair, I have just posed the question, what did El Fabiolo beat last year? Well, he did beat John Bon, and by an authoritative nature in the Arkle. And John Bon did win 2 Grade 1s after that defeat at the hands of El Fabiolo. One at Ascot, one at Aintree and one at Sandown. That celebration chase at Sandown, where John Bon did win in April 2023. That was his most impressive performance to date, to be fair. That was in open age company, and that's 4 Grade 1s on John Bon's CV. So it's clearly not a bad horse. But yeah, I just think El Fabiolo has kind of been beating the same horses over and over again. But like I say, John Bon has certainly boosted the form since these two last met. I think there is an obvious bet in this race, similar to what I said about the Champion Hurdle, to be honest. Check out that video. And I think the obvious bet is Edward Stone. He's 16 to 1. He won the Grade 1 Tingle Creek last year. That was at Sandown. He could well win that again in December this year, so look out for that. He'll most likely be going there. He'll most likely be favourite, and he clearly shows a liking for Sandown. But this Edward Stone was an Arkle winner in his own right in 2022, a race where El Fabiolo and John Bon met in 2023. There's no way he'll be 16 to 1, this Edward Stone, in March if turning up for this Champion Chase. And I see no reason why not. If he turns up fit and well, he might have a Grade 1 win or 2 under his belt by then. He'll go to Sandown. He might well go to Kempton or something like that. I just think that 16 to 1 Edward Stone is got to be coming down in price, surely. I mean, he could even finish second in Sandown and Kempton and still turn up at Cheltenham a shorter price than 16 to 1. I really do think that. Edward Stone did run in the Champion Chase last season in March 23. It was pretty disastrous. He was beaten 64 lengths, but that was surely too bad to be true. Energumane went away with that one. But let's remember, the Champion Chase in March earlier this year, Edward Stone went off 15 to 8 favourite, second favourite behind Energumane. Yeah, and like I say, it was pretty disastrous. He was never really in the race. Edward Stone is surely better than that, and he has proven to be better than that. Like I say, he won the Arkle, Edward Stone. He won the Tingle Creek last year. He might well win the Tingle Creek again this year. The youngsters at the top of the market might be better than Edward Stone in time, but like I say, he was 15 to 8 last season versus a proven top class operator in Energumane, and 16 to 1 anti-post just looks too big to me about this Edward Stone. Further down the market, we are in the realms of will they, won't they, in terms of turning up in the race. No surprise, we're 5 months away. There's not really much to speak of, in my opinion, away from the top 3 in the market, and I do think Edward Stone is the bet at this stage. For all that the top 2 are clearly very good and almost certain to be aimed at this race, they've got something to prove at the top level, and like I say, Edward Stone has already been there and somewhat proven it himself. Thanks for watching. Speak soon.